Hey guys, Austin here with Hope to Cope, checking in today to remind you that you are a miracle and you have a purpose. So I've been thinking about perspective and how powerful your perspective is. Your whole world around you can change instantly when your perspective changes. So if you look at this tree behind me, would you say it's alive or dead? Looks dead, doesn't it? I've thought that this was a dead tree for quite a while. As I was coming up here and I'd look at this tree, I'd walk past it, and it definitely looks like a dead tree. And then today, as I was sitting up here thinking about perspective, I noticed this. So can you see that right there? So this branch comes off and it is very much alive, but it's from this tree right there. So it looks dead, but there's a branch that comes off and it's growing clear over here, so it almost looks like it's a completely different tree, and yet it's part of this tree. So from one perspective, you would look at this and say, okay, that's just a dead tree. But from a different perspective, you can see how it's connected to this living branch. And so this is definitely not a dead tree. It is alive. And with the right perspective, you could see the growth that this tree had to do to preserve life and to continue to live. And so in some cases, it has an image of being dead, and yet it's very much alive. And so changing your perspective can change so many things in your life. So there's a couple things you can do. So I invite you to take a few deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth to help ground, and then do some power poses. So if you just put your hands up above your head, look upward. So you're changing your perspective. It's what you're looking at, it's what you see, right? So if I'm looking at the ground, that's my perspective, I'm seeing the ground. If I shift and I'm looking upwards and I open my body language up and I breathe in, just pay attention to the difference that feels, the different energy. And it's something so subtle, so simple, just changing your body language and changing the way you look, and it changes the feel. Same thing happens in your thoughts. So you could say, why is this happening to me? It's one question. Or you can say, how is this teaching me? What is this teaching me? How can I use this experience to bless others? And so you're in the same situation, but changing those wordings, changing the questions you ask, changes your perspective, and it changes the whole experience. So today I invite you to look at your perspective. How are you perceiving the world around you? Is it serving you? And if not, what's a different question you could ask? How can you shift your perspective to be more productive, to be more empowering, and to help you live more fully, to help you have more energy? Because you are a miracle. You do have a purpose, and this life is so precious. This life is so valuable and so worth living. Thank you for being here with me today. Thank you for spending this time with me. Thank you for being willing to listen to this and to look at your perspective and shift. You can do it. You are a miracle. You do have a purpose. Thank you for spending this time with me, and I look forward to being with you again soon.